Alright, we're rolling. Since this is most definitely the final part of this very delayed playthrough, I wanted to give any viewers some time to join before we got into it. So, is there anything that could be... I'm sure it's fine. So, hello, if you're watching this live or catching the archive version, I hope you will enjoy the video. Last we left off, we were able to, I think, we were able to conclude that there was a third person on the day that Athena's mother was killed. So that removed suspicion from both her and Simon Blackwell. We just need to find out who it was that killed her. And we might be able to solve that murder as well as the more recent murder of Clay Terran. Also, I think Apollo Justice might be up to something. Ah, shoot. Should I record it? Sure, why not? I'll keep a record of this, just to have it. I'll say, turnabout for... Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, might not be innocent. Oh, you motherfucker. What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled. I'm not talking about the past yet. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Terran. Apollo, why was you... Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say. What in the world is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time.
But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago.
Miss Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. And just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do.
Apollo.
Sure, you know, I'm all for the truth. Now, let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial.
Very well. Is that all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police's investigation report brought immediately. Not you too, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve. His frilly-ass sleeves.
Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
As you wish, let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Terran. And of course he has the case files ready. Be prepared for this. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not the killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, this culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1, when the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum. The killer attacked Mr. Terran with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the Space Museum. Next, Director Yuri Cosmo switched to the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarded lounge 2. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Terran's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day.
Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd better rearrange my evidence. Relevant evidence swapped into the court record.
Now then, Mr. Justice, your testimony, if you please.
I suspected Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Tarrant. My grown suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launch pad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder.
Order in the court. But Mr. Justice, you realize you are charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you?
Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to. Apollo, why? How could you suspect me too? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this? I suspected Miss Sykes of murder Clay Tarrant. Hold it! Why? What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When we saw the weapon that killed Mr. Tarrant, my bracelet reacted. Did it? So long ago. She said she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then, every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Or Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation. I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells. So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to the knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Tarrant. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was his killer too. I guess he has a point. Arguing with his own prodigy. But my bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her. The lighter.
Hold it!
That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seems decisive, there must be other facts we don't know about it yet. If that's so, go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either, but Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill
Objection!
Mr. Oh, fuck. 7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to it. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. I still can't believe this. How can you actually suspect Athena, Apollo? In addition, she's the one that could have utilized the launch pad switch to escape.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. Why not? Recall there was a security camera in Board and Lounge 1 aimed at the launchpad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Tarrant and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in the Board and Lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Tarrant's killer, or rather Miss Sykes, coming out of the Space Museum. A camera in Board and Lounge 2? First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Athena said she had snuck onto the Space Museum that night before the incident, and then was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day. That must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. But wait a minute. In that case, it most likely recorded a true culprit as well.
Objection!
That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears.
What? Why? Order in the court.
That can't be. What if it is, then it is incredibly incriminating. Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? The fact you previously proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder.
Hold it!
Believing in your client to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own coworker? And you're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Yeah, we know, dude. We know, dude. Clay was my friend. And that's why I just have to know the truth. Apollo suspected his trusted co-worker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own. That only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but... I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer. Then I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments? Wait, hold... Come on, Judge. I needed to look up...
Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice, and your facts appear to be indisputable.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? It looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route. Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant. Unless... you think there was an alternative escape route. Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Mr. Wright?
Is that what you think, Phoenix? Was there an alternative escape route? There had to have been, right? Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. You're just bluffing again, aren't you? Well, so maybe, me? Bluff? No way. He knows me too well. Just remain cool. It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. As long as you can. Clear up this doubt inside me. So is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her. So that you can really trust me? It seems your junior partner has just showed us what trials are really all about. I believe you're right. Slam. Lead prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant. While we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end.
Oh, and both sides go out all against each other. That's when we discover the truth.
Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside me. So I decided I needed to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid. That's so like Apollo, always uber earnest about things like this. Mr. Justice, I vow to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart. Good, because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? But if I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. Director Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum. Which door could the culprit have escaped through? I was zoning out when I read and all that. I have not been paying any attention to that. So exit, control room, and the director to the Space Museum. Come on, Mr. Wright, where do you think the culprit escaped to? Ah, shoot. So that's the culprit. Maybe it was... What was the... Well, what is the alternate route? Alternate for what is the current route? The only possible escape route, which is... Corridor, control room. Corridor. Look it.
Take that!
There. Okay. Trial and error. Oh, wait.
Take that!
Do I just have to... They really only could have escaped to the corridor of the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbuck's prince to get through the door.
Objection!
It appears that all you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been into Boarding Lounge 1. 2. Fuck. The logical conclusion of the argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant. I knew it. That's the only way it could be, huh? The culprit escaped into the corridor that leads to the Space Museum. I guess it's true. The only exit would have been into Boarding Lounge 2. No, wait. Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the Boarding Lounge 2 security camera. I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the culprit could have escaped to was the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything. So that leaves us with no other conclusion to draw but that Athena Sykes was the culprit. What could the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? But hold on a second. What if... Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into Boarding Lounge 2. Oh? Yeah. Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time, which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for our culprit.
Are you kidding me?
Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright, do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides Boarding Lounge 2? Inside the fucking the god inside the weird mechanism that, so, like, who was here.
Take that!
In this part. We found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. While the rooms were moving, went into, it's like going into the elevator shaft. Namely, a few dead leaves on the floor. But going into the elevator shaft in Die Hard, considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Oh, so you mean? Yep, while the Space Museum was in motion, just beyond the corridor's safety door was an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was the area outside the Space Center. You're freaking insane! Are you sure? Because I don't think anything will top the conclusion that Phoenix Wright jumped to in the fucking Big Top trial. Nothing's gonna top that. Do you know how impossible that would be? That corridor's level with the 3rd floor. Even if the culprit tried to leap out the outside wall of the Space Center building, then he would fall to their death.
Objection!
Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item. And what item was it exactly, Mr. Wright? Alright, this is what the culprit used to leap to the outside wall of the main building. Something that they could use to jump to the outside wall. A phony fancy bomb? Details. I know of a certain after the bombing incident. The ladder!
Take that!
An emergency ladder. There was an emergency ladder in the 4th floor robotics lab, and it was used that day after the explosions to help evacuate people. Miss Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered. The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched, and that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. And leapt onto the ladder. What? Who would have imagined?
Order in the court. Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged.
Which means someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again. Are we, Mr. Wright? I haven't been wrong so far! I haven't been wrong so... Your theory has so many holes, it puts Swiss cheese to shame. Alright then, name one. I have here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is a full 20 feet. What? 20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right? In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. An unstable ladder. Okay, I said name one. That was like at least 3 different holes. Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's a basic survival instinct. Not me. Well, they ain't me. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Yeah, an ordinary person, but that ordinary person ain't me. They ain't me. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
Says you, I'm different. But the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind. That's true. They'd be like they'd be like flooded with adrenaline.
Objection!
The adrenaline rush. Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped to board and lounge 2.
Objection!
Because there was a security camera on board and lounge 2. The culprit knew they would be reported if they left the Space Museum that way.
Objection!
In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down, and then blended in with the other people after the museum was open. That's a good point. But you claim that despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap, and all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other, maybe they had help, like maybe some kind of personal vehicle, something to increase their speed. They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. Oh, something to increase their speed? Something with wheels, perhaps? Something like a scooter? I'm just spitballing here. If the timer was off, or if they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that? Stop bringing up good points, Satchworth. This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination. Why do you always have to point out every flaw? A figment of... I can do it better. I want to do that. This true culprit of yours is nothing more than a figment of your imagination. Yes, your address right. That does sound pretty insane. The culprit would have to be someone who feels no fear like a stuntman. But everyone feels fear on some level, right? It was Director Cosmos. Aha, I've got it this time. I can prove that there was someone who could have used this alternate escape route. Oh, can you now? This proves the possibility of a person who could have used this alternative escape route. Oh!
Take that!
What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person's very interested psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. Doesn't feel fear? What? Wait a minute. You can't be serious. Without the constraint of fear, you could easily do what an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear, this subject can make a 20-foot leap, 50 feet up in the air. He could choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation. So you're saying that to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance that they'd be spotted? That's definitely pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. Was there such a person at the scene? Yes, a phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure who keeps popping up. Oh dear. The Phantom. Again? I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing, but I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clayterin as well. However, now it's all clear. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Terran. Whoa! What?
Order in the court. Order, I say. Mr. Wright, please continue.
There are just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It can only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay. But who is he? This Phantom is haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be? Right, this escape route must have been a part of the Phantom's plan from the start. And this was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing. Wait, what? Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms? The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder, but he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So, you mean the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used. That's right.
Who could it be?
Wait a minute. Emergency ladder. Like the detective leading the evacuation. Oh no. Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the...
You've got to be kidding me!
Did you figure it out, right? Do you know who the Phantom is?
Yes, I do. Well, who is it? Who killed Clay?
Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than... Oh, no. Say it ain't so bad. No! After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. His objective was to secure his own escape route. Lowered an emergency ladder. A 4th floor window. Escape out. Someone else got it safely. I made my way down to and headed to the shelter. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he's without emotion.
Take that!
What are you saying? You mean the Phantom is Detective Bobby Fulbright?
Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. Or maybe, it could very well be Bobby Fulbright, but it would make more sense to say the Phantom's real identity is Bobby Fulbright. Come on, man.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, how could this be?
2 trials ago, it was the weird Aristotle guy. That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder. There, it was all part of his plan to create an escape route. After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Terran and escaped to the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start, just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leaped onto it.
I don't believe it. That addle-pated detective did all that.
Was it really him? I mean, all this time, I thought he was a cool guy. Sorry, we didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. And a heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust.
Then his concern for Simon was also all just one big act? His goofy voice? That sad.
I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart.
That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled! And to think that he's the one who brought that bloodstained lighter to court, too! A scumbag even made me turn on Athena! Damn it! How the hell did I fall for all that?
I can think of a few people who would like to turn on Athena. Am I fired? For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well.
I mean, hey, this is just I could be like, whatever. Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright.
Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away.
Probable cause, motherfucker. The court will take a short recess, and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand. Alright, how is he going to lie about this? Because it's always like, oh, thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, don't thank me yet. We still have an uphill battle to fight. You got it, boss. Real wet cat vibes. This pose, this render of Apollo. Apollo! Well, this is awkward. Athena, can you do me a favor? Huh? What is it? Could you punch me, please? What? Why should I do that? Because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I did it. Ow! Don't be such a dope! I was really touched by what you did. Huh? Now what are you talking about? You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, how can I punch a true friend like you, Apollo? You didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago. Slapping is fine. Thanks, Athena. Kittens slap each other all the time. And thanks for waking me up to reality again. Guess I know now who to call if I ever get sleepy in court. Looks like you have some promising people working under you. Hi, Edgy. Edgeworth. Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself. And they're not afraid to keep me in line. Anyway, I have some very good news. Aura Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free. Juicy and all the others? Oh, thank goodness! Miss Blackwell said she had something she really needed to do. So I granted her special permission to do what she must. I wonder what it is. Miss Blackwell! I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. I did come because I have something to say to all of you. Best, alright, outbreak. You better not be here to complain about something.
Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault. Yes, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots. Still, I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me. Oh, Miss Aurat, does this mean you're starting to trust the system again? Never! No, of course not. Be quiet, hug-a-dunk. It's just, I wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Metis' killer down. Alright. Leave it to us. We'll get him. So, I guess that means she's starting to trust us, at least. Oh, hi, Simon. Alright. Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You better be grateful. I never imagined you would go that far. No, you always were extreme. I don't recall ever requesting your help. As close as ever, I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the live in the slammer. Fuck. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me the death penalty. You know me all too well. I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case. Oh, included. I'm just not good at this. Including stunted in their case. But I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish. Oh, Simon. I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that. All right. That's enough of that. Hey, Liv, take me to the detention center. What Miss Blackwell did was inexcusable. But it's clear she did it out of love for her brother. I still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom. Or a killer. Or, I can't believe he killed Clay! Right, and murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand. That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Sir, the formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity, and uncover the truth by your own hand. I'm much obliged. The day to part with me has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you... How long have I waited? Maybe it's the sense of freedom. But even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will, while I slash in that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. I'm so glad, but I won't cry just yet. After all, we still got a trial to finish. It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise. Prosecutor Blackwell, Mr. Wright, please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense's bench with me. Why, I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me, now can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo. But, are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got. Thank you, Mr. Right. Apollo? Athena. I can say it with all my heart. I believe in your complete innocence, and now we're going to prove it to the world. Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Hey, he said the thing. Nice. How many bandages were there? Now this is the Apollo I know. Welcome back, Apollo! It's almost time for the trial to restart. Though it looks like you have things well in hand. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office. But why? I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robots, and Detective Fulbright's background. Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks. I expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you'll excuse me. Well. Okay, you two all set to go? You bet I am. Let's do this. This is it. The final battle. The murder of Apollo's friend. Courtroom bombing incident. And the case that ushered in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. Destiny has called us to bring the one responsible for it all to justice today. Let us now reconvene. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. Okay, you don't have to rub it in, video game. Well, you mention it. Although back then, I thought you were more loud and you were reliable. Yeah, and you were a freaking hobo. You've really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. You still got that eagle of his, though. In his forehead. Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes. Eesh. Yes, I guess we can keep the chit-chat for later. Bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. Ha ha ha! Bobby Fulbright here! I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am! Detective Fulbright, you know why you have been called to give testimony. Yep, because there was only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice. In justice, we trust.
Objection!
You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies.
What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey...
He's acting exactly the same as always.
Tell me about it.
He must be feeling awfully confident.
Fulbright,
if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. Alright, fine. If you want me to prove my righteousness, I can certainly do that. The embodiment of... I am the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. People have got to stop saying theory when they mean hypothesis. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with a prince on it. So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false, and that the defendant is the real culprit? That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto a ladder. You don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Yes, you can. Who can define it anyway? Justice is.
Objection!
Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. No! Please don't throw the book at me. Words, my greatest weakness. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me stop a stupid pun for him. Let's just try not to lose focus, alright? But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence!
Yes, please put a moratorium on this. Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all. Yeah. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away and don't hold back. Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Hold it!
I feel like this would go on smoother if I didn't press every statement, but come on, it's tradition. Can't miss a thing. The embodiment of justice, those are just empty words. But they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Nobody says that. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true? By wishing over and over? That's not the definition of justice, that's the definition of insanity. Alright, let's just move on. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments.
Hold it!
What's so far-fetched about expecting a duck to show up with a leak? My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. What? Well, what we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. Reasoning is evidence. Bro, what school you go to? And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it and the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but wait. Detective Fulbright was the only one who brought Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright right away. Especially about that later. He's right. What exactly should I ask about? The position of the prints. Please tell the court about the position of the prints on the lighter. They're around the same spot on either side as they would be if she were holding it up. I suppose if it was used to light up the room, it would be held that way. Could you please add that statement to your testimony? Let's see what we can do. Prints were placed just the way they would be if someone were holding it lit.
Athena's prints on it in the victim's blood. But, like, there isn't that much blood on it, though. And, like, I don't think... I don't know. Would they do it like that? Would they have the...
Hold it!
Would they have the contradiction be based on the sprite for the evidence? Miss Blackwell did mention she saw a lit lighter being held up. Yeah, meaning the person Miss Blackwell saw was the owner of the fingerprints. It just strengthens the argument against Miss Sykes. This line of questioning is going to get me anywhere except conviction land. You're thinking like a prosecutor. Maybe I should try asking something else. A number. So how many prints were found exactly? 3. The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Your Honor, that is an important statement. Could we please have it swapped into my testimony? You got it. He beat me to it. Ha ha ha! Be it investigator or testifying, speed is the key. 3 prints were on the lighter. Thumb, index, and middle fingers. Let me think. Oh, what? Oh! A lighter in their left hand. Oh, you motherfucker.
Objection!
You say the prints were from a right hand, is that correct? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. What doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh, so here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Oh, you're right. It doesn't make sense, does it? Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness's claims don't even hold water. Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this. I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. But then why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it. What have you got, Detective? The mirror. The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. But the mirror would... Yeah, go on. Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of Borderlands 1, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room. That's right. And across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. So you're saying... Yes, the culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror. I see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they? Ha 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 ha. Now, do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
Your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence!
Alright, you'd sooner neck yourself than like that. Put some more muscle into it. Neck. That's his name.
Ha 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 ha, that's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw an earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly. As blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the emblem. Oh no. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So if the culprit had held it in their left hand with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had held it in the right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in the right hand. Oh, come back, my beautiful contradiction. No, just remember what you learned, right? Lies reveal more lies. He gave you more information. Find the lie in that new information.
It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit.
See how it withers before my flower of justice? I'm a thirsty little flower. You have to water me. You have to find contradictions. I'm not doing that. Objection! And just let him fucking die? He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. I'm not saying it again. I am so... Now do you see I'm not this phantom you've been talking about? I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, it is so sad, so very sad. But I'm afraid Miss Sykes is the culprit. There are onions in that handkerchief. He's banging tears.
Hold it!
Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? It couldn't be. He couldn't overlook that bad of a mistake. Or I knew it. You're lying, detective. Is this why they didn't include the interactive evidence from the previous game in this? Because it would give away the reveal that there is, in fact, fucking... What have we been holding all this time? A picture of the lighter? This fucking treachery of images shit. Are we actually holding the evidence? Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to a statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Oh, Justice Stoner, are you to use that cheat of yours again? It's not a cheat, it's called observation. It's called having eyes, you dumbass. It's not cheated.
Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now.
Come on, it's actually the one that is less cheating, because Phoenix uses a fucking magical rock. Athena uses goddamn Minority Report face body language AI. Let Apollo use his fucking peepers to lie detection. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant and pleasant, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time? Oh, what in the world are you up to? All right, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand. Oh. This is probably the only thing I have to focus on. Oh god, he could be tense. Probably tensing in his... up there. There. Is it his armpits? I do remember someone who's like nervous tells their armpits sweating.
Gotcha!
No, fuck! Aha! I spy a nervous tick. A tick? Maybe I should squat. I fucked up. That's not the kind of tick. It's... Do it again. Repeat your statement, you fucking... Oh my god. Is there a speed up button? I guess not. Oh, wait. Where's the pause button? Fucking balls! So it's not his hands, his neck. This would be easier if I could pause it. I know it was it in the... I don't know. Oh, wait. No, I thought I saw something. So he's definite. So which part is a lie? It's likely the first part. The Earth emblem is only on the side. So just gotta look for a while. This handkerchief? I can't even speed it up. Is it the freaking dimples in his face? Oh, I can pause. Just have it's the same button. Perceiving pause is the same button. God. Okay. Gotta really go through this with a fine-tooth comb. Oh, his thumb!
Gotcha!
Hey, Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about.
Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with a lighter. Let me examine it.
But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just...
Silence!
Be still and do as you're told, right? If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having looks at you. Listen, this guy's definitely guilty, but I disagree with that on principle. You know, that's like saying we should be fine with getting censored because we have nothing to say.
What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell.
I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the letter. It's in his holster? Now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. Now let's check every inch of this thing. Lifts my hands. This fucking game.
Oh, mama.
Why wasn't this in the rest of the game? It would have been so much fun. God, I've missed this so much. I wanted to examine the nut. I wanted to rotate everything. The bag's covered in blood. Do you notice anything funny about this blood stain? You're right. It suddenly breaks off unnaturally. It's all those lines. The lines in your palm of your hand that fortune tellers read. Supposedly, the lighter is held with the right hand so that the emblem is visible. So, the print should be around the emblem and on the lid where you open it. You're right. There's definitely something off here. Okay, let's, that's the emblem. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look at this. The emblem's actually some kind of button. It's a gun! It transformed into something. A handle. A trigger. Is this what I think it is? My reaction exactly, Simon. There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun.
The bullet, the 10 caliber, they couldn't find a gun to match the bullets at the crime scene. It was this thing.
A what?
It was this thing. A gun. So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when Detective Cosmos was on the stand. The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene.
I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun?
So when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster, that's right, whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me.
This is actually like fucking CIA assassinating Fidel Castro with a exploding cigar shit.
It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. There's nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where is your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. Wait, maybe we do. Maybe. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene. Miss Sykes always wears gloves. Why would she take them off if she was committing a crime? It would appear the detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Terran, and the person who bombed the Space Center, are all the defendant, Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof. Athena doesn't do bombs. No! No! Now, do you see? Your man on the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit. Tell that to Batman. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, who writes claims stand firm. But, calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. But Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
What's my hair? Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. You're not going to teach me, Mr. Sunglasses, all the time. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours. Sounds like you've hit on something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. I mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things. Wait a second. He was oddly cooperative. Suspiciously. If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? How the prints were left on it. Right? That's something you noticed. No, I guess I don't see anything strange about how the prints were. Oh, come on! Nothing to use about the angle of the prints or how they are patchy in places, but there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with it? Okay. Where the prints are. Anything odd about where the prints are? I guess if it was fired as a gun, that's about where the prints would be, but there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter? So it's the owner of the prints. But that was the obvious one. That was like, that we're trying to disprove that Athena's prints were intentionally placed on there, whatever. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely match the print data. But what about the data itself? Detective Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes, what about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data you used official? Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated? Oh, saying and so. I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official, sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity? I insult the epitome of justice and integrity for breakfast. There's no need for such a silence. Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well then, Bailiff.
Whack his pee-pee. No, not yet, it's too early.
It appears that the official data is here.
And the results?
It's just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant.
Ah! You didn't even... Are you kidding me, dude? You didn't even... I thought where he was going with this was that he was, like, gonna, like, use Athena's prints to, like, stamp on them, like, place a decal of Athena's prints, or, like, somehow create a fake fingerprint to place on the lighter to encrypt. But he didn't even bother to do that. He just said that it was Athena's fingerprints, and we just believed him because he's a detective. Come on, man. Come on.
The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Tarrant. That means it was a suicide. Case closed.
Those were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter. Ah, I see. Come to think of it, wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off of his hand. No. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. The phony No! This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom?
Remember the killer's escape route. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions, could have done it. Nah! Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. Ah! I!
Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand.
Oh, all right, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom.
Silence!
Fuck me.
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already.
But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself.
An undercover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information.
That is a spy. And that's what you really are, Fulbright. That is a spy, by definition. Come on, man. And that's right, I was working to track down the Phantom. But sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. Wait, it's not Fulbright. It could still be Cosmos. Cosmos is the murderer. What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbuck saw? Cosmo. The fucking... It was the Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
I don't believe you. And how do you explain the fabricated lighter? That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. You're definitely getting, like, 10 years at least for this. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. And you expect me to buy that?
Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective?
I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch.
Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you two. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him.
So, he sent a buzzard of his own to help me this past year, did he?
I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Psych 7 years ago, and who also lives on 134 Boulevard Street Avenue. You know, that is probably an address that would be used in Ace Attorney. You know, Boulevard Street.
Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity.
I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. It's definitely this guy. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. I bet even now.
Nah, he's fine.
There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all.
Yeah, there are 5 ninjas in this image. Can you find them? No, of course you can't, dumbass. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in this courtroom.
Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's gonna lie his way out of it now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright, if we can't find a flaw in his logic. He's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. So we just... There, I finally told the truth. Now, I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. Why did your expression change? I still think it could be Cosmos. You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right?
I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom.
What? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence!
Come on, man.
Evidence is everything, right, Donna? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom.
Yeah, he's a fucking patsy.
Yeah. Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence.
But what?
I've known Fulbright here for a year now. And all this time, he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie.
Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell.
This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really.
Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me? Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. Nah, I think it could still be Cosmos.
However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that.
20 years!
Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that?
Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. No, wait, I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. For who, Athena? God damn it, we've all lost the plot! Very good, I'm glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up, and Miss Sykes will go free as well. But Mr. Wright, we can't have a trial in here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away. I know, but... what do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Just do a different accusation. Is he gonna go away just like that? Do a different accusation. It's Cosmos. It's fucking Cosmos. Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that, I'm off. Bitch. Ah. The defense? No, wait, not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet and would like to see this trial continue. What? But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges. It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Paul, think you could scooch over? Athena, what are you doing? Hope we don't get held in contempt of court. Nah, dude, this is a perfect court. This shit's standard protocol. I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you? Of course I am, and I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these questions? I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. Oh, right, yeah, he's like diagnosed psychopath. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What does that mean? We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. That's it. With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well, even before this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. Damn it, why couldn't it have been Cosmos? If he doesn't get canceled right away, who knows what'll happen to him? Ha 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 ha. Bored expression, making a jerking off motion with my hands. Well, Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? You're getting therapy and you're gonna like it. Fulbright, I think you better have that counseling. Not you too. You've been making daddy remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. What are you two thought you believed me?
Silence!
I believe you're a fucking phony. Oh, how you amuse me so. What's going on here? That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon. What can I say? I've learned from the best. I knew you would catch on, Athena. What? Mind filling me in here? Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. Oh! So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. What? You two were working together just now? Nice. Oh, come on. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. Yeah, this he's fine with, but like, observing someone's reaction and noticing that they might have a nervous tick. Oh, that's too far. That's crazy town. That's no longer critical evidence. That's crazy talk. Bring up the Minority Report, hologram AI canoodles. Thank you for believing me, Prosecutor Blackwell. I am an undercover investigator, but the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What else could I do? Yep. Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all. My god, he's just like Mr. Beast. It's just like I thought. Right in line with the Phantom's psych profile. What is that? A fucking... Is it? Detective Fulbright. This lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold it! What do you think you're doing, Detective? Okay, that should definitely get him held in contempt. Come on! Me? I'm not doing anything. He's trying to hack into the Moon Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. Gah!
fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you.
Ha ha ha! Sorry about that! As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking.
That's more like as a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There, now that you can't hack me anymore, I dare you to try to hide your lack of emotions from us. Ha 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 ha! Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings! As a matter of fact, you wounded me very deeply with that accusation. What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading. Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Garr! Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden? What's he trying to pull?
Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation.
The victim died almost instantly. It was almost Christmas. Oh, I get it. So yes, some emotions, right?
Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense the emotions in it at all.
I mean, the technology isn't perfect. It's not an exact science.
I believe it's most likely because he's controlling his emotions.
I do that all the time. Oh god, am I a secret spy and murderer? Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It is the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know? More like for us spies, seriously. Oh, maybe I'm a sleeper agent. But I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. Is it shame? I think it's shame. A feeling I'm trying to hide? Oh, that's a good one. You're the ones who have been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. Almost any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess. And then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right? No, analyze away. But I will state it again. I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can truly do. Me, the Phantom? No way. Oh, God. I thought there was a pattern, but nope, it's just random. Oh, I'm so sad. See, I told you I have emotions. Oh! How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moonlight? Anger. Sadness. Cooperating. Well, obviously, just wait. Now. Fuck! Maybe this? I don't think so. I've never seen a person in such a chaotic emotional state. There has to be something here. I just know it. This might be a long shot, but if there really is a real emotion mixed in here somewhere, then it's possible that it would be the one emotion that doesn't disappear. Okay, just spoon-feeding it to me because I'm a dumbass. Okay. Which one doesn't? No shocks. Wait. No, I mean, there is always one emotion that's active, but, like, all of them disappear at some point. So, like that. Is it shock? What the? How are we supposed to pick out what's a natural from this mess? I don't know what we can do with this either. Guess must be his defenses against your ability. So you think this is what he meant by what he's really capable of? How did you know what's going on inside that guy's head? What is going on inside his head? Well, let's get to thinking about... Well, we know he's hiding something and that he feels threatened by Athena. Being only human, his true feelings, an emotion he can't completely conceal, must be hidden somewhere in his testimony. Me, the Phantom, no way. Whole misunderstanding. Kill over a moonwalk. Would kill over a moonwalk. Does this have to I don't think this disappears, so...
Got it!
Yep, that did it. I found it! I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. Wait, what? I thought the blue was sadness. God, this shit's so inconsistent. Fear, huh? A fear that a man with hardly any emotion feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock. Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because... Your identity will be revealed, I'm guessing? Of course. That's it. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. Oh, if people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You are afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. That's right, his real name is Moon Rock. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That certainly doesn't make the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity. Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him. Because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Out of it! Hey! Get back here! Where do you think you're going? I had to pee. Me? I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of those toys does he have? Where can I get myself some? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly through this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? In justice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. Gah. And what was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? Oh, okay then, Shapiro. Who asked you? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway? Well, I mean, I don't have any conventional proof. No one ever has conventional proof in this series, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. All I hear is distrust. As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. Rocks, glass house much. But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. She's got to beat it down herself. She uses the scientific method, just like anyone else. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been key in getting to the truth. Ha ha ha, what nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the Moon Rock.
Why would he feel fear of the Moon Rock? What, the Moon Rock would reveal his identity?
Because he's a werewolf! That's what I'm going with.
I see. Very well, I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as appealing as actual evidence is.
But Your Honor! There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges.
However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analyses can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand, several times already.
Surely you jest. So does this mean you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the Moon Rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter.
Then that's a win for me. No, a win for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Okay. Fear of the Moon Rock. I felt fear when I thought about the Moon Rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the Moon Rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the Moon Rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. And there you have it. So now, do you see why I'm afraid of the Moon Rock?
Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence.
Damn!
The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it right, Dono. With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together.
You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell. We have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts.
Indeed, I covered for Athena. I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction.
I bear part of the responsibility as well for being suspected of forging evidence and lose my attorney's badge as a result. Also, there's the shit with and also for accepting the role in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I beat up a lot of people in that game. I think I killed Magneto. 2 of us in the Phantom were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the Law.
Then it is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? All that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people.
Okay, I'm not saying that again. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. This guy's literally a fucking... God, I hate him. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so exciting.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies. Always. Sorry, I got a text. I thought reminded me of the Phantom. It only reminded you of the Phantom? Don't make me laugh, you are the Phantom. Evidence is everything in a court of law. God, if I hear that one more time, I'm gonna end up on the news. I was forced to testify over anything like feelings, but those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence. I hate to admit it, but he's right. Family? Hold it! Tell me more about this family. Your family? Like who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example. For example? Maybe? We need a more concrete answer than that. Hahaha, maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I miss them so much. Ha ha ha. He's obviously lying through his teeth. Look how upset I am. Is it any wonder I followed the Phantom's orders? What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? Hold it! You can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock. To be fair, that is your job. I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How can someone like me with my wealth of emotions be expected to understand the god? The Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big. The moon! Like his cover getting blown big. I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with its identity. But what? Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock. The fingerprints can be wiped off. Then maybe he wanted the rock so bad he literally drooled on it and left his DNA. We're dealing with a spire, Athena, not a slob. True. But maybe the DNA part isn't too far off. He's part moon rock. His mother was a moon rock. Something happened, unexpected happened to him during the incident 7 years ago. Right. Face. Hand. I just know I have something that can show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock. I'll just continue with my testimony while you're pondering then, if you don't mind. The very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. Let's look at the evidence. It's not the badge. Okay, no, it's not that. Is it something to do with this? Like, the moon rock! Moon rock! On the side of justice. I have a reason. It's, this one.
Objection!
You gotta be kidding me! Let me cook, dude! Because fuck you, that's why. Themes and such. Bitch! Never really gotta, if they ever put Phoenix in Super Smash Brothers, they gotta include that fucking, explosion whenever, like, you whiff an attack or whatever.
Hold it!
And how afraid are you exactly? Oh, I'm so scared I'd start to shake even when I see the moon in the sky. Do you shake when you see Miss Sykes' ear? Well, to be honest, since the very first time I met Miss Sykes, I felt more than a little frightened of her. I guess some people just inspire that much fear in others.
Mr. Wright, you were thinking something mean-spirited and rude, weren't you?
Of course not.
Must beef up mind-reading defenses.
Now, do you understand? The very fact that I'm afraid of the Moonrock proves that...
Yabba yabba.
I'm on the side of justice. I'm afraid of the Moonrock.
Hold it!
Let's just press on this, then think about it. After all that you've done, how dare you speak the word justice? In justice we trust. I'll say it as much as I want and with absolute confidence. Whatever I say is just. That's how it works in this dark age of the law. If you won't get the best of me with that twisted argument of his, I'll find a way to get him right where I want him. Detective Fulbright, or rather the Phantom, he was in regard to the Moonrock. It probably has something to do with being afraid that his true identity will be revealed.
Right. So that's why the Phantom had to take the Moonrock with him 7 years ago. In that case, if we have something to show the real cause of Fulbright's failure, we just might be able to expose his true identity.
It's definitely got to do with the fucking picture of the explosions.
So maybe...
Objection!
No. Shit.
Doing it again.
Age-old.
Afraid of the Moonrock.
Objection!
Nope.
Maybe I'm using it too early? I don't know. So if it's not that evidence... Are you afraid?
Objection!
No.
Worst part is having to wait through this, because...
Objection!
Like, it could be the capsule, since that was, you know, evidence for the first murder.
Objection!
Nah, it would be that obvious.
Hold it!
No way. Covered it. DNA. Like, they want me to... Oh, what? What? There's blood on the Moonrock, right? It's got probably something to do with blood. Used to stab the Phantom's hand. The knife?
Objection!
Ah, there's the knife. Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is.
Of course, that's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Taryn.
That's right. And the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the victim's hand.
Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
It hurts her personally when you're close. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the Moonrock, and he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the Moonrock from the crime scene.
You mean, if we run the analysis now, we know who the Phantom is?
Yes, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing.
And that may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail.
You can?
Oh. The moon rock wasn't a component. It was destroyed. It was destroyed by the bomb.
Of course not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Ah! What this course needs is a bully-free zone.
Ah, the infamous sword of the beguiling bluff. Its edges without compare. Come now, ready, and show us just how finely it cuts.
Your Honor, this is an outrage. Oh, I mean, this is an outrage? God!
Go on, right, Dono.
Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Could have been hidden in his ass.
Oh, you're right.
But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then.
All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming and going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints.
Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center?
In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible.
And why is that?
The Space Center was searched from top to bottom, and especially the lab, but the moon rock was never found.
How could I forget about that?
A sad but true fact. We still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether.
There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet, a thorough police search didn't turn up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think! How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab?
So, can you or can you not show what happened to the rock, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
What? Oops, sorry, I mean... What?
In that case, let's have your answer, Mr. Wright. How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear from the crime scene?
This one. Let me say first, because, they might have me, do a different evidence, and then pull up this evidence, but,
Take that!
rock. Bomb.
That's where the moon rock was hidden?
Yes, well, I thought it would be kind of cool if it was.
That's the Hope capsule, right?
God.
The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket.
Yes, he hid the moon rock in the container specifically designed for moon rocks. Wow.
He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day. Yes, and the team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space, along with the rocket. Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was in space. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. I thought it was he hid it in the bomb, and when the bomb exploded, it destroyed the moon rock. That's why there was the fragment of the moon rock. It was out there in the depths of space, aboard the Hope space probe. What? What? Order in the court! I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat One anyway. The villain used his primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plan. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later, with the capsule in tow. Grrr! If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So we killed Clay just so we could get the moon rock back. I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hat too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably hung on to that capsule for all he was worth till his very last breath. Ooh, ah. Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh, you really do. Boy, he's totally out of whack now. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it all now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I am not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of his schemes, a trap. Now I'm not so sure what to think. I suppose that the Phantom is a spy worth his salt. A trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
But in that case, you could say anything's a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence!
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now. I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell! Wait, what? Hey, you guys aren't really... Oh, hi, Edgeworth. It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. But none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. Oh my god! Oh no! It was I was right all along. It was Director Cosmos. That's not good. It was Director Cosmos is the murderer. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright,
Prosecutor Blackwell, you best brace yourselves. Okay. Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. What? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then does this mean... Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. I'm not gonna say it. An imposter?! I'm not gonna say it. Then this man, who in the world is he? Oh. Enough of your trickery. If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. What the? No! His face! Oh, look what you did to my mask. Mask? What is the meaning of this, witness? Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now. What? But that's... Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. But Mr. Starbuck, but that can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence!
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which is set to be destroyed. Oh, okay. He's wearing 2 masks. Ugh. Yeah, this is just another mask. Fucking hell. I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection!
This is the same shit that happened in fucking, Not so fast. I have the Phantom psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare the results, it will prove that you're the Phantom. Objection. It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means. And it's gonna be Saul Goodman. Those words. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know you have rights? I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes. Professor Means? It's a mask. I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now give me that evidence. Rude. Huh? Okay, this man just committed a crime in the middle of court. Time to take out the trash. Permanently. Come on! Like, judge is just letting this happen? Like, come on, dude. You see now how powerful the ends justify the means can be.
Silence!
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Or perhaps it is really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. I am always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. Oh, that's why he has no... I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore.
And then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule.
I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Fuck! It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was in there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens.
It looks like you have finally caught on. Full marks for the defense for effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion.
Ass! So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It was all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof, or at least a prayer.
I'm afraid that will do, Mr. Wright. At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Donald?
I know, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace. The moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bomb. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? It's gonna be the earrings, isn't it? But what are the odds that there's a blood sample on the freaking earrings? What if some tiny parts, some little fragments still exist? Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Very well, Mr. Wright, let's see your proof. Oh, fuck. What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity? So... Phantom...
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? And the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bomb. Specifically, right here.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the Hat one. Now please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration. Oh my, yes, I see it! It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. And if you take a look at the fragments that the police found, we'll likely find one with blood. DNA tested on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable! But that's impossible! A surprise, to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the test. It's not as crazy as pulling out a metal detector to locate the bullet in a guy's shoulder that was there. That was when he was shot 7 years ago, but I'll take it. Prosecutor Blackwell, what do the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood in it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you are the Phantom.
Objection!
Oh my god. Huh? Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Oh, fuck, here it comes. Oh, yes! Why?
One hell of a power mood. It was a pretty good objection too, don't you think? Now he's me. So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Light? Huh? No. Not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright. Can this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph and those just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that have my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? You can't prove they're not the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be there. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago, I tripped and fell in this very courtroom, and it was hurt pretty badly. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. Even he must realize how ridiculous that sounds. And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question. I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smile. You keep that! Don't you keep my mentor's words out of your mouth! You're the last person I want to hear that from! Well, why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. Because the moon rock that was from the lab is gone. And why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Oh, no! Or is there? Come on, it's time for the metal detector moment. There's really no way to prove it? Oh, yes, there is. Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
Here it comes. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do? We do, even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing, as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is my attorney's badge. But just about the only things my mother left me with are wedging. And this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left with you a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah. Oh! You mean? Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena has cherished for more than all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock.
Take that!
That's your sample. This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from that original moon rock. What? All this time? It was right here all along? No, it can't be. If the composition of the bond fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results showed that the blood on the fragment was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all my emotions behind years ago.
Objection!
Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do? Yeah. I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside me, couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? Ha ha ha! How can I run away from myself when there's nothing inside? Nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone who's unwilling to trust others as you to understand, but people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. Is this back and forth really necessary right now? We already have the incriminating evidence. Come on. That's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me is this. No. I can't see out the sides of my head. I'm gonna rip the fucking head off. I can't see out the sides of my eye. You can't outrun yourself. Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face. That's gonna be the thumbnail, baby. I'm gonna rip the fucking head off. My own true face. No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. Okay, that's actually terrifying. Are you kidding me? It's the fucking bomb guy again? No, wait, it's gonna be another guy. Yep, there's that guy, freaking Joker man. Is this my face? Is it? No, that's not it. No! I'm Saul Goodwin. Did you know you have rights? Yeah, I'm the... let's go to space, bro. The Joker, baby. Oh, fuck. Did someone shoot him?
Ugh, a sniper attack in this very courtroom? Well, who the fuck was it? It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright? I mean, his imposter doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs.
Jesus, what third-rate sniper did they hire for that hit?
He appears to be in no danger of dying. Like, didn't you learn anything from Kennedy or Shinzo Abe assassination?
You aim for the heart, then you go for the head.
Well, that was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of that final piece of evidence Wright Donald submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earrings and the fragment with their blood on it match. You can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murders and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all of his other crimes, as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all.
Yeah, like his employers and all.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes. Court is adjourned.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, Trocy, are you all right? Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. Rough. And that's our Trocy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right, I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Yeah, Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Aw, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help with Chief Prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, getting my license back went just a bit too smoothly, you know. Should have been much harder after that evidence forgery scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey, Edgeworth, think you can finally bring the Dark Age of the Law to an end? It'll probably take a few more games, but yeah, probably. Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill ya. Instead, the frows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. Yeah, he doesn't do smiling. He does smirks and sneers. The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Son, like the game's just out and saying it. I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
Athena.
Hi, Simon.
I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas.
Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed.
So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I had to... I'm so glad I made it in time.
Just barely. I still made it.
Atta girl, Athena. It's good to finally see you let your tears out.
Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth, thanks to you.
Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that.
It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life.
Like what?
My honor-bound duty to protect with my life Adventure's most beloved treasure.
Huh? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai, through and through. Well, looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off. You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh? It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. Come on, game. I'm a lucky guy. My officer's best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right Anything Agency. Well, nobody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free, thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help. You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Objection! Right? Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the dark age of the law to a close. Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles. Huh? You mean hamburgers? Nothing like a bowl of Eldoon's noodles after a trial. All on Mr. Wright's tab. Come on, man! That's how it works at the Right Anything Agency. Right, Mr. Wright? Huh? As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for the great work.
In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles.
Say the line, Phoenix! Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? Say the line, Phoenix. Say the line. Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in. Hey, no fair! I want to say it too! Okay, here we go. Objection! I had it. I had it. Alright. I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So why did I have to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do? Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You think I should have found him a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Right Anything Agency after all.
Nina and Paula were so wonderful in court. They better study as much as they can if they want to be a judge someday. My grandma says eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers. Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun red peppers instead. The end of the dark age of the law, you say? That's how naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? It'll put me under investigation. The chief prosecutor wants to see me.
Yeah, you said some... Yeah, you said some very sus things to the women in this game. I don't like it.
I've been asked to debut the great masked wrestler Tan Batar. He's scheduled to go up against the amazing Ninetales next, though. Oh, what to do, what to do. A fight to the finish with myself. Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lord to be the Amazing Nine Tails too? Well, it's not a bad idea. I better be off.
So, we have to meet at left pose, are we, my little friend? Reading as fast as I can.
Would you believe it? I'm Alderman of Nine Tails Vale now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took over after Rex QB for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out?
Hey, you, what do you think you're doing sneaking into the battle?
Well, the jig is up. Better make a run for it.
I miss Gumshoe. I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law. So now I'm studying for the bar exam.
I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. You'll see.
Soldier! I'm studying my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm going to pass the Themis entrance exam on my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course.
You, Jennifer! Our dream will live on forever! My soldier!
Themes and such. Sorry, man, you gotta lose your quirk. Themes and such. I can't really see boxes for all three of them, but they won't wear it. It's because I want to be a real journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge. But anyway, thanks to the trial, the school's newspaper reach was as bright as can be. Now, let's see what the fresh blood has to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy. Fake news!
The one night only reunion concert. I still remember that evening in a passing. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. And she's a general court one day. I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, yeah. I can already hear it now.
I gave this place a good cleanup from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is, clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Maya due to come here once her training is over, this simply must be done. Foreshadowing! 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 Haha! Humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the Hat 3 rocket has officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. I'm sorry, I thought you were the murderer. What do you— Oh, director! Yes, rocket preparations are fully completed. Yes, you just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos. Got demoted. I'm going to the moon in the new rocket. If Athena or Mommy Nitas came to the moon, I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting, Monty Python or the Matroncolitis? You think they would like either one? Yay, hooray! I don't know what either means. I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to. Ah, great. See, you've given him Stockholm Syndrome, you freak.
Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I know I should never give up.
I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, I'm getting really nervous.
No, I am not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. When no one's around, I've been kept waiting for a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father was accused and you wish for a leader to defend him. Perhaps you and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future.
I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
Please forgive me!
Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecutor's office tonight. It seems so in that case has thawed the chill of winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude. But I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. I miss Gumshoe. Okay, we might have one. Ah. Right, we'll wait for these credits to fully finish. And after that, I'll end the stream. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you did watch, if you stuck through this long. I have some plans what I'm gonna do after this, because like I have been putting off a lot of. I have got to get through my backlog of games. So up next, we're not gonna go straight to the next Ace Attorney game, the Spirit of Justice, but we are still gonna like check out some other Ace Attorney games, and I'm also gonna go back to doing a rotation of games. So you'll see there'll be something Ace Attorney related, as well as another game in the future. Ooh.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be
T-minus
fine.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
You fools. You know, I didn't intend for this to be happening at the same time as the fucking Artemis 2 launch. That's just a crazy coincidence.
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine! Just believe in yourself!
The moon's closer than you think!
wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right!
Through the years, I've seen as much joy and heartache, honesty as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow.